which you are holding as a title. You are most welcome. May you speak to us about the event which they invited to, which is being organized by Hope Society. You can start with your name.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm Thomas Obura, Director General of Culture and Heritage Management. And our coming here, we are coming for this program, which is supported by the Ministry of Culture, Museums and National Heritage. It is our work, the mandate of the ministry is to make awareness and then to make policies and laws that will govern the cultural organizations in the country and see the relationship between culture and economic situation, culture and heritage, and culture and the society. Thank you.
Okay, seeing such kind of a thing according to the world is a support, like I meant to understand, it is a support for new regulatory framework to strengthening the culture and creativity industry in South Sudan. Has the ministry, with this kind of a support which you are getting through this, what does it mean to you as a ministry, getting it to boost it or boosting this kind of a thing?
As a ministry, the ministry, as I stated earlier, has the mandate, and it is the one to make these laws and regulatory framework in order to regulate the activities of cultural industry and to promote and support the cultural industry. That's what the ministry is doing as a government, as mandated by the constitution, that should make cultural activities attractive in the country and make culture as a uniting factor and to identify, to give the identity of the nation of the South Sudanese people. That is the role of the ministry, what the ministry is doing at the moment.
Talking about the copyright bill, if I try to understand, the copyright mean like this cultural group of people have to have their own copyright and then they will be guided by the copyright bill. How does it going to help the South Sudanese not to copy from other tribes, cultures and other things?
This is a very important question, and it was the initiative or the role ministry who thought about it and wrote to UNESCO office South Sudan to help us to have a regulatory or laws to govern the activities of cultural diversity in the Republic of South Sudan. And we have already made the draft. The final draft is available, and we are going to present it in this program of today. And then we want this to help our creative artists to guide them so that it can help them to own their own music and to promote their own talents. Without the law, you cannot sue somebody who may be playing your song somewhere, who may take your song and copy it somewhere without you, the author. This is to protect the authors, the creative industries staff who produces the original music or the original drama or the original pot. Even the artifacts, they are supposed to be protected, or even that man making the pots on the design he has made should not be copied by someone. This law will protect, will help that person to economically to benefit from his own creative work.
What are the challenges? Are there some software that are going to be used to maybe protect this copyright? Because yes, you can copy, you can take from my work, and then you go and assume it to be yours. Now, am I supposed to go and open a case against you, or there are some software that are there?
What is important, we shall have a body. According to this law, there will be a body, what we call South Sudan Artists Body. This body will register all the artists plus all their particulars, and they will have these soft copies in their office, in their body. And this body is the one to register you, your particulars, and all your music or whatever you have created or your design. And then this body is responsible when they hear that there is a music of so and so being played somewhere. They will have in the system. They will check who is the author, whether he is legally registered, and then they will be the one to call that person, and then you, the owner, will have the right to sue him, and there will be a court in charge of this. According to this law we have drafted, there will be a body and the court that will be responsible for the copyright and related rights laws that will protect the necessary copying or pegging of somebody's originality.
For example, a South Sudanese artist might sing in our language, that is the local Arabic of South Sudan. Then the person sing the song in that Arabic. Then you find that other artists will copy the song to sing it in English. Will this one not bring some confusion in it? Or if we talk of a copyright, if a copyright to take a look into it, are they not going to find someone who will do that kind of a thing?
There is a chapter dealing with that. Even if you sing in your traditional local language, and then I go and copy it and sing in local Arabic or sing in English, but the originality of the words, the essence, the original meaning, the meaning of the song should be different from what you have, because you have your lyric, your music that is already recorded by this body, which we call the South Sudan Artists Council, that will be responsible for all this, the meaning of your song, the meaning, the composition, where it was, the date, and all your particulars. This body will identify who is the original composer of this and in which language. So, and that will be protected. It's protected under the law.
So what are the challenges that the ministry is facing?
The challenges, as we see today, the challenges is that we don't have the law. That's the first. And this law is still to be given to the Ministry of Justice. That will be presented to the Council of Ministers. And then the Council of Ministers will also forward it to the Parliament so that it will be enacted into law, signed by the President. The second challenge is that this financial, we have a financial constraint. The meager resources we have makes it difficult for us to go very fast and to support the creative industries. The challenge is also that the union, the artists, we want to have the artists union to be functionable, and they should accept one another. Not that the artists should be musicians only. The arts involve all the artifacts, even that person making beads, that person creating pots, that person making this shield, that person making spears in the local village there. He'll be protected according to the design he has made. That is the challenge we have at the moment. We don't have the law to protect all this. And we have the body of the artists that will have to make sure that they function and then they unite themselves. The unity of these artists is very important for their economic gain, so that the goods and services they produce may be beneficial to them and to the future generation. Okay, second, it's also very important because these people, the artists, see what is culturally rooted, and then they sing it to pass the message, to creating awareness.